So, ladies and gentlemen, mo tún ti padà dé Ìjẹ̀bú. I'm back in Ijebu Ode because Efunsegbua family, Awujale stool, K1 the ultimate, Baba Kuku and everybody they are in the news again. Oh. Wetin dey happen? Wetin dey ṣẹlẹ̀ Ayinde? Wetin dey ṣẹlẹ̀ Ayinde? I don't know wetin dey ṣẹlẹ̀ o. The last story wey we hear be say the government has what now said everybody should calm down. That this was a kikeke pamati orolenu. For now, they say no more Awujale selection. Everything has been indefinitely put on hold. That was the story we had, and that is what everybody is going back with. But then something tells me that underneath, underground, the selection process is still going because Baba, who be Baba, one of the Kingmakers in Ijebu Ode, Baba, the chairman of Interregnum Council and head of Kingmakers in Ijebu Ode, Olorogun Sonny Folorunso Kuku. Baba talked to some news writers before we come hear the one wey dey shele say president as I dey talk to you like this, they say that they do wey they call her protest for Ijebu Ode. I don reason say irú orin wọn ni wọ́n mọ̀ kọ o, àwa ò fẹ́, àwa ò gbà o, àwa ò falágbèrè nínú wa. I no know, maybe na the song wey dem dey sing, but I know say protest dey shele and protest no fit happen make dem no sing. The kind song wey dem come dey sing na me I no know. But wetin Baba Kuku wetin he talk, Baba Kuku, the Kingmakers in Ijebu Ode, they don yarn o. They say nínú 95 forms tí wọ́n submit the application form 6 out of it ó ní wọ́n complete o, náà fill it completely. Ṣé àwọn tó kù ẹ fọ́n wọn dà sí gbó fọ́n wọn dà sí kí ni kankan kán má dé di ọba mọ́. The chairman of the Interregnum Council and head of Kingmakers Olorogun Sonny Folorunso Kuku, Baba don talk for one interview wey he do with àwọn oníwèé ìròyìn Tribune on the progress of the selection process. According to Baba Agbalagba yìí, although the selection process e don start, many of the applications wey dem submit by the ruling families dem no complete, leaving only about 6 that met the required documentation. E come dey explain o, say the Kingmakers don already start their deliberation, but then they proceed with caution so that no go be like say wọ́n ṣègbè lẹ́yìn ẹnìkan say wọ́n ti parọ́ fún wa o, ẹni tó yẹ kó jẹ́rìí o. The Kingmakers have already begun their work. Once we start, we must be extremely careful with our words and actions so as not to appear biased in any way. However, e come dey yarn say Ogun State government don temporarily stop the process. So that one wey I talk earlier, noting that the Kingmakers were yet to be informed of the exact reasons for the decision. Pé kí ni Dàpọ̀ àti àwọn ènìyàn rẹ̀ kí ni wọ́n kàn ní ọbẹ̀ tí wọ́n fi garu owó? Why are they stopping this thing even if it is momentarily? However, Ṣáò Kuku added that the Kingmakers were confident that the government was really and equally interested in ensuring a peaceful and credible outcome. However, lọ́jọ́ Wednesday, we received a message from the government informing us that the process has been temporarily halted. At the moment, we do not know the exact reason for this decision. We are in contact with the government to understand kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ gẹ́gẹ́gẹ́gẹ́, báwo ni kú ṣe kú, báwo ni ọ̀bẹ ṣe bẹ́, tẹ́ fi bá sọ pé ká dánu dúró lórí ọ̀rọ̀ Awujale, kò ṣe Awujale. We are consulting them and we believe that with something positive will happen very soon, according to Baba. Addressing rumors of government interference or attempts to impose a candidate, Kuku dismissed the claims, stressing that the government dey sit down with Kingmakers or interfere in their deliberation. Pé bó bá ṣe wù yín kẹ́ ṣe o, ẹ̀yin nìkíni ẹ̀yin lẹ wà díẹ̀. As Kingmakers, we are determined not to accept any imposition, but nothing like that has happened so far. He also clarified that the presence of security operatives around the palace was not intended to influence the selection process, but due to temporary suspension of the exercise. Ìyẹn ni Baba Kuku ni wọ́n sọ fún wa níjẹta àbíjọ́ wo ni. But as at àárọ̀ yìí, àwọn ọmọ Ìjẹ̀bú ti bínú tán o. Ìjẹ̀bú rẹ̀ wà, they don vex, they don comot for street, don start to dey do aluta. Wetin happen? Ta ló bí wọn nù? Ta ló mẹ́ran ráìsì yín? Ta ló ń tẹran ráìsì yín? Kí ló dé tẹ́ ń larí mọ́lẹ̀ bí ẹni mẹ́ran ráìsì yín? I no know. Mi ò bú àwọn arájẹ̀bú fún àwọn tí ò bá gbọ́ Yorùbá, èmi kàn ń kọrin Ọlámídé ni o. But the most important thing be say as of today, they say indigenes and residents of Ijebu Ode, if you are a resident and you dey follow them protest, wetin be your problem? Ṣé ìlú bàbá ẹ ni? Wọ́n sọ pé indigenes and residents of Ijebu Ode dey stage the protest on Friday morning, marching from the Ọba Síkírù Káyọ̀dé Adétọ̀nà Archway towards the Ijebu Ode local government headquarters in opposition to what they describe as attempt by powerful interest to influence the selection of the next Awujale. So that's a powerful interest. Right? Everybody mind go just go to K1. Who tell you say na K1 be the only powerful interest? Other people dey wey be say dem no just come out clean. Baba came out, àwọn jáde tán ni pé àní Awujale àjọ jẹ ni àwa sì ń bẹ lẹ́yìn wọn bí ifo. The demonstration comes after the Ogun State government in a circular dated January 20 barred the Kingmakers from advancing the selection process of a candidate from the 95 nominees substituted by the Funsengbua ruling house. The circular issued by the Commissioner for Local Government and Chieftaincy Affairs Ganiyu Hamzat has intensified allegations that the Governor Dapo Abiodun government that they interfered, that they chook mouth for the traditional process to say what they want to put one candidate, preferred candidate on the Kingmakers. Mrs. Adenugba Obileye, they say na she be the waiting, na she be the masterminder on the Pastor Fosto. Àwọn ló ṣíwájú àwọn tó ń ṣàlùtà. He said the march was intended to express the community's displeasure over what she described as thickening plots to interfere with the job of the Kingmaker. Bí Kingmaker anybody ò interfere kí wà ní tàwọn alára ọ̀rọ̀ èwo lẹ́yìn tẹ́ ń kí kó àìsùn ó kó àìwo àbí wọ́n àbó tí fẹ́ máa you don't understand. The people of Ijebu will not accept any attempt to impose a candidate outside the traditional process. Na so Mrs. Obileye talk ibo Mr. Obileye lọ tó fi Mrs. Obileye lẹ́ẹ̀kan máa protest. Ladies and gentlemen, before they say I'm a feminist àbí I'm a feminist kọ́ kí nìyẹn náà shoving mi ò mọ̀ àwọn tó ṣàbíláyé ti obìnrin a patriarchy gatekeeper èmi ò mọ tí mò ń sọ Ọlọ́run ṣàánú wa. Ladies and gentlemen, like I said, is Game of Thrones, and trust me, one thing I have learned in recent times that government is so powerful, especially when it comes to local government. Government can do and undo. I just dey pray may they not do anyhow for this part. May the best man win. May the best happen to Ijebu Kingdom. I no go talk this one, make no best for me, but then I wish K1 all the best. As Awujale, èmi ò mọ̀, but I wish him all the best. Kọ́lọ́run ràn wá lọ́wọ́. Ire o.